Hello again, everybody! It's been a long time, hasn't it? First off, sorry for not getting to you guys sooner, seriously. I'm just gonna leave this annotation here in case anyone wants to skip my apologies or my updates or whatever else. College has been quite the adventure, and I was more busy than I ever figured that I ever would be. And before I start this whole thing, I'm gonna go on record and say that my uploading schedule is not going to be consistent for a while. I mean, summer is nearing, so I will be uploading again, but I don't know if I can do it on a weekly basis, at least not for a bit. And I'm not gonna use the whole excuse of, oh no, finals are coming up and I gotta study thing, even though it's true. But instead it's more like everything else. You know, all the other work that needs to be done, plus all the packing and cleaning and everything else that needs to be done before the summer. Plus, big news, I'm going to Japan this summer anyway, so I'll probably need to take another, maybe 1 month break for that time. Anyway, just a lot to think about. Once again, I am extremely sorry, but I really want to start uploading more, even if it's not consistent. Just video here, video there, either way, I just want the channel to be active. Strangely enough, making videos is more like a stress reliever. It makes me feel good, like I'm doing a project that I actually want to do, you know? It's really nice. Also, I know I really have to get around to doing the rest of Season 5, but until I can review those, I'm gonna keep going with Season 6. Maybe not once a week, but whenever something comes out that catches my eye, something important. Anyway, back to the episode. So, Season 6. Wow. I felt so bad that I wasn't able to see Season 6's opener when it first came out. I'm sitting here in college and they're like, hey, it's a spring release date. I mean, that is the first time that I actually wished that a release date was pushed back. But only for that really weird, selfish reason of, oh no, I'm still in college, I don't have time to watch it. And then as soon as I went to Equestria Daily, and then they're like, oh, the new episode's airing in like 3 days, I was like, no! I want to watch it too, come on. But, you know, no big deal really. I just really like being part of the fandom, and it's kind of sad when I can't be. Still, just as with any opener, this was an exciting moment. Still, the only plot point that I knew was revealed was that a baby was born. I watched the cute little clip of Princess Flurryheart, and that was kind of cool. It's a little bit exciting, and it was nice. But strangely enough, I think this is the least exciting opener we've ever had in the history of the series. Alright, just hear me out. Season 1, we had Twilight first coming to Ponyville, elements of harmony, plot begins, naturally that's going to be exciting. Season 2, Discord, Nuff Said, probably one of the best season openers. Season 3, The Crystal Empire, King Sombra, Adventure, Dark Crystals, Evil Enslavement. Season 4, Princess Twilight and the Tree of Harmony, The Keys are revealed, Adventure unfolds. Season 5, Starlight Glimmer, Creepy Town, Conspiracies, Brainwashing, Fun. Season 6, A Baby, and Snow. Now, don't get me wrong, I know it was more than that. I mean, the storm was creeping in because the Crystal Heart was destroyed, and that's the big thing. And I know that it wasn't just a baby, it was an Alicorn baby, and that's important, and that's different, and that I will talk about that in a second. But still, it might just be me, but it felt a little lacking. I think it's because the second episode is where most of the adventure came in, and the first episode was pretty much, let's meet Princess Flurryheart. But there was just something about this two-parter that didn't feel as exciting as a usual opening two-parter would. Seriously, specifically on this fact, leave your agreements and disagreements in the comments because I'm seriously interested in hearing the variety of things you guys have to offer about it. Of course, this was written by Josh Haber, and we all know that he tends to make more mellow episodes. I was actually kind of excited to see more of his writing because the first episode that he did portrayed the characters pretty okay in my opinion. But I still don't know how I feel about him yet. But it is nice that he finally got his chance to write an opener. You go, dude. Anyway, but aside from that, lore. Crystalling. I'm not going to get into this too much, but it is interesting. I guess you could say that this gives more insight into how they power the Crystal Heart other than just magic. Well, I mean, you know, it is still magic. I mean, joy is going into the heart. That's not exactly scientific. But we have specifics now. But let me get to the main point of the episode. An Alicorn child has been born. Now, let me tell you, there is a lot to go with this. Just this one scene and the dialogue that goes on is an amazing insight into Alicorns. Think about what Celestia said.
The birth of an Alicorn is something Equestria has never seen.
Anyway, I got so caught up on analyzing and theorizing that it went on for like 9 minutes. This video was easily going to be a 20-minute thing. But instead I decided that I went on so long for that I might as well just make an entirely new video about it. So if you want to sit through my Alicorn analysis video, it's right over here, and it's also in the description. Anyway, on to the next point. So we officially have a new character other than just existing in Starlight's past. Sunburst. Personally, I think his personality is kind of adorable. Maybe it's the beard that throws me off, I don't know. Either way though, I always love character development even if it's with minor characters. But more importantly, Starlight Glimmer. Looks like she's here to stay. Or, you know, at least for a while. But I think it's a little bit far to call her part of the main 6. Until we have a 7th element of harmony, I don't think we really have a main 7. Besides, each of the main 6 have their own unique things about them. Starlight, on the other hand, is so similar to Twilight that, well, I just don't see it. But the fact remains that she really is Twilight's pupil. Although with Twilight being like a giddy schoolgirl, it's hard to see Twilight being an actual teacher. Then again, it's also really cute. I mean, I really like the eccentric teachers that love to teach their students and everything else. Sounds like Twilight is probably one of the most interesting princesses we have, thinking of it from that angle anyway. Also, this whole storm thing. It looks like the power of the Frozen North is even more powerful than the princesses. But somehow this doesn't come as a surprise anymore. I remember back at the end of Season 2 when we saw Chrysalis defeat Princess Celestia and all of us gasped like, "You just defeated the princess!" Like it was this huge deal that Celestia couldn't rise up to the challenge. Now it looks like a lot of things are defeating the princesses. Chrysalis, the Tree of Harmony / Discord, Tirek, and now the Frozen North. Similarly to how Discord feels less evil, Celestia and Luna have started to feel less powerful. In a way, though, I think that's kind of a good thing. Kind of like in episode 100 when we saw them arguing like the sisters that they are. It reminds us that they're still ponies, just like everyone else. But on the other hand, it was also kind of cool to be thinking of them as goddesses practically like we used to. A+ for Applejack Honesty, though. Great way to be starting her off in the season.
Honestly, I don't know if there's gonna be a crystalline. The truth is, the baby's an Alicorn, and her magic's plumb crazy, so you might not want to be that close after all.
Predictability is predictable. Also, one more thing. That angle, though. I don't know what it is with me, but I love seeing new angles that we haven't seen before. Have we ever seen a stallion look down like that? Anyway, one more thing before I wrap this up. Spells. How do work? You know, I've thought about it a little bit, but it never really got on my nerves until now. What exactly is written in those books? I would be so curious to know exactly how Twilight can read a spell and then make it happen. I mean, are the books basically saying, okay, concentrate your magic in this part of your horn and then wriggle your head or something? I don't know. Are there a whole bunch of magical terms that we don't even know about? How do you memorize a spell? What does a spell even consist of? There are no magic words or anything. All of them look the same. She bows her head and points her horn in a certain direction, and then some kind of magic swells up in her and it happens. But what is she doing? I mean, is it a thought process? Or is it some series of physical magical bursts that all have to go together in a certain order in a certain amount of time? You know, like ones and zeros on a computer? I mean, seriously, what are these spells saying? I'd be really interested in knowing. We would learn a lot more about the inner workings of magic that way. I mean, think about it. What if there are a whole bunch of different types of magic that a pony can use, and using them in different doses is kind of like combining ingredients inside of a potion? They all do different things or make different things happen. Maybe it's all really logical, like a math problem almost. Maybe the type of magic start with something really simple, like all the elements, and then some kind of spiritual magic plus wind magic or something weird like that is what can possibly create levitation. I don't know, I'm really reaching, but I'm just saying. I would seriously like to know how it all works and how they explain it in those spells that they're reading. Anyway, that should be it for the episode. I know, probably not one of my better reviews. By the way, super sorry about this mic, I need a new one. Also, before I go, notice there was no song in Season 6's opener. I love the fact that means that they can focus on the story more, but at the same time it's a little bit of letdown. Oh well, I'll be here waiting for the first one of the season. Anyway, as usual, like, dislike, comment, subscribe, etc. Tell me what you thought of the episode. See you guys in the next video.